Hi, my pickles. My name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto Under 20, and it's just for today. So when it's just for today, how difficult is that? If you want to blow the whole thing tomorrow, go ahead. But just for today, you want to do Keto Under 20, tracked and monitored and weighed and measured with the best ingredients you have. Just for today. Tomorrow, unless you cook once so you can eat twice, and then you're halfway into tomorrow, and why blow that? Because you've already prepared, right? So, I have a call out to people here who might have felt this way when you began keto to post your comments. I get a lot of comments from people that are still in the research stage of the keto. They're watching podcasts and reading articles and doing all of this research before they take the plunge. And there must be some fear involved with that because, you know, when I see something that I want to buy, for example, I don't keep going back to the store 4 or 5 times and saying, should I get this grass-fed, Lisa, package of beef and try it? You know, no, I don't do that. What I do, so this is why I'm asking for your SOS help, is I buy it or I eat it, make it, plan it, do it, and then see how I feel. What are the effects of doing it? But some keto beginners, or not even beginning yet, circle the wagon. They circle the wagon not in a protective place, but they just want to be still in that stadium of observation, the arena. They want to be an observer and not a participant. Were you that way? Did you sit there and say, I don't know, I've been doing Weight Watchers, I'm lifetime, they weigh me, I get to go, I've kept my weight off? Did you have a hard time giving up Weight Watchers and thinking, well, maybe that's not for my health anymore. There are more chemicals in their foods that they sponsor and promote than there are anything nutritious unless they pump in chemical vitamins, and you don't want those either, really, do you? I mean, what you can get from spinach and a real egg versus egg whites and, anyway, I digress. I always digress. And if you're watching me and you're a beginner or you haven't taken the plunge yet, I do digress. Why do I digress? Because every now and then I have a rather strong opinion about something. Comes with age. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness some other gifts come with age, because I don't have the bikini body or the illusion of one. So, did you circle and circle before you said, I'm going to try it? I've heard from people that, you know, I might have had a fleeting moment of it too. I'm going to use up all of my standard American diet foods in the house before I start because keto is so expensive. That's a myth. What's expensive is buying CRAP, Standard American Diet, S.A.D. items, garbage, made in the evil labs of the American food producers. Trust me on this. They don't care about your health. They want to have you addicted to their item that is based on either chemicals or highly processed. All these like scary frankenfood items, they're called palatable, which means that they're edible and palatable and they won't kill you. Yeah, until Big Pharma, you know, can like benefit from you. And so they won't kill you, but they aren't benefiting your health. They could be contributing to your unhealth, your sickly ways that you could be developing if you do those sort of foods long enough. So you're circling. So you're sitting there saying, well, I keep seeing all these things and these weight losses, and people stand over their scale on Weight Loss Wednesday or Weight Loss Monday or Measuring Tape Monday, and they have all these wonderful results. And they even show me what they're eating in a day. They even teach me in their cooking videos on how I can eat keto. They even show me with their food hauls. So what is keeping you? What is your fear? Is your fear that you might have to give up an item that you have become highly, I won't say addicted, but I'll say addicted, dependent on? Say it's Diet Pop, say it's Splenda, say it's fat-free, fit and active yogurt, or some of these foods that aren't even foods. I mean, look at the calcium that you're getting in one of those fake yogurts, those chemicalized yogurts. Is really 15% worth it? I mean, 10% worth it? Try Fai yogurt, plain, yes, unsweetened, yes. There are ways of making it okay. And for some people, I mean, to me, Fai yogurt, plain, full fat, is more like a sour cream now, because I'm not addicted to the sweet. Are you afraid / hesitant about giving up your sweet tooth? Does that scare you? Well, a lot of people do ketofied breads and desserts. I would never ever recommend it. You're not going to hear it from me. I'm on maintenance, and I have been for some time, and I am not wizarding up in the kitchen something that looks like, something from IHOP with a sugar-free syrup on top. I'm not doing that. The closest I'm coming to sweet are my raspberry and blackberry bushes, and my raspberries will probably be good in a week, and I will partake in them and I will track them. And that's as close to sweet as I get. I spent all this time securing all these stevia drops in all these different flavors, and I haven't used them for a week. Yeah, there's another keto expense. That's why keto's expensive, because as you lose your sweet tooth, you don't need all these sweeteners that you might have amassed at the beginning because you thought you couldn't live without them. And lo and behold, sometimes we undevelop our sweet tooth in a way that after 6 decades of me eating sugar, my relationship with sugar is the longest relationship I've ever had. And I maintained it well. I did my part. I had lots of it. And grains. Oh, God. All those yucky grains that I used to eat in abundance, too. That was probably, I was probably having a threesome. And it was a faithful threesome for 64 freaking years. Well, now I'm sugar-free. Now I'm grain-free. And until those raspberries bloom, I'm fruit-free today. Fruit-free! Fruit flies! Yeah. Weight Watchers was a nice in-between place for me. I could have unlimited veggies and I could have unlimited fruits. And I did. Because little Miss Piggy, Sarah Miss Piggy. So, but today it's different. Now, what I'm calling on for your help out there are those of you that spent more time thinking that you needed to get rid of your pantry and freezer and fridge's worth of un-keto foods. And also, you needed to do more research. You needed to watch more podcasts about people that had success. Your doctor said, the next time he sees you, if your lab work comes back the way that it does, he's going to be prescribing you yada, yada, yada. And I hear all over these keto things that people gave up the yada, yada, yada. Do I have to get onto that and still do keto? Or can I make my blood work better? Can I make, benefit, maybe the scale will move. So there's a lot of different things that can happen. But while you're circling around and thinking, I've got to finish up all those Weight Watcher snacks that I spent $10 a box on at my Weight Watchers meeting because they came out and everybody else was getting gooey about them, think about that. Is that crazy? When I gave up alcohol and smoking, I didn't say I'm going to smoke the rest of this carton and then give it up. I didn't say I'm going to drink my liquor cabinet and my wine collection and then give it up. No, I couldn't part with the wine for a long, long time because I spent a lot on it. I remember giving away my expensive bottles of champagne, And I've made many, many, many food pantry runs with unopened boxes and bags and cans of things that I hoarded, of course, the cereals and all of the beans and all of the crackers and all of the Truvia boxes from BJ's and all kinds of things like that. I've made many runs to the food pantry and donated those things. And it's like the cost of doing business, right? I've replaced those things with lots of grass-fed Kerrygold Organic Valley butter, and I buy the best eggs I can buy, which right now are from the Vital Farms with the orange yolks. Divine. And, the other quality items that I can buy and afford and have in, my limited keto lifestyle quantity. And it's not more expensive than the standard American diet. Trust me, those $4 to $5 loaves of breads or wraps or whatever those things are, those get expensive, as do the chemicalized over-the-counter cold cuts, and that are not with uncured meats. They're processed and they're, no. There's so many things out there that you're afraid of wasting if you toss them, give them up. I mean, if you've got pounds and pounds of bacon, you'll be having them. So no fear there. But yeah, there are some things that you might have to give up. But what is holding you back emotionally? What is that fear of crossing over into being somebody that does keto? What are you afraid of losing instead of what are you afraid of gaining? And if you think that you're not like all these people, I never thought it could be me. I never thought I would be unconstipated. I never thought I'd sleep through the night. I never thought I wouldn't have leg cramps. And these people are saying the same things. Do you think they're duping you? Do you think this is a sham? It's not. There are so many of us that do a true keto under 20 food plan day in and day out. I like to say it's just for today. Like I made a chuck roast the other day, and now I'm having this beef taco plate for breakfast. You may have seen it, or my first meal of the day. You may have seen it in what I'm having for lunch. Now, it's there. I can do so many different things with it. Right now I'm on my little tear with 3 ounces of that on my red leaf lettuce, with 2 Vital eggs, with an ounce of the raw cheddar cheese from Organic Valley on top of it, and 2 tablespoons of Daisy sour cream on the side. And that is carrying me through from meal number 1 to meal number 2. My meal number 2s aren't as big and hearty as they were when I have a hearty first meal of the day. Never did I think. I have a salad. I have fun with my salad. I have crumbled blue cheese that I crumble myself because I don't like the caking agents. I have like 45 grams of avocado cubed up on it. And I play with my salad. I play with my food with my fingers. I'll take a piece of the romaine lettuce and I'll put a little avocado and a little blue cheese on it and pop it. And that's my fun. I also have a mini cucumber chopped up in it. I also have asparagus very lightly roasted put into it. I have my 1 tablespoon of macadamia nut oil and evu that I combine, and I put that on it. And it's plenty wet. Sometimes I add a hard-boiled egg. Sometimes I add, 4 ounces of protein or 3 ounces of protein. Tonight it will be 3 ounces of ham chopped up in it, and 2 strips of bacon chopped up in it. And that is a feast for me at night. It takes a while to eat it. My body says you're full when it's appropriate. I have my 4-hour window of eating. So after I have my egg and beef taco, 4 hours later I'm having that salad. And it works. And my calories are 12 to 1,400 calories a day. My carbs are under 20 a day. This keto works for me. I wasn't afraid of taking the plunge. But the reason that I'm asking for your help is because I was on a low-carb, high-fat food program for about 16, 17 months before I dove into the Keto Under 20. And I admit I was listening to Keto Under 20 videos, and I just didn't know how I was going to fit all those veggies into an under 20 place. Yeah, a lot of them had to go because I was having Brussels sprouts every night. I love my Brussels sprouts. Now I'm having them 1 time a week. It's a huge treat because there's a lot of carbs in those little buggers. So I'm having my green leafies instead, and with a few little added raw veggies, and it works. So, Pickles, help me. Did you fear keto and circle around it and do your research for a long time? Or did you just hold your nose and dive in and let it happen? Let me know. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto Under 20, just for today. Thanks for watching.